Today, we're going to be talking about some of the biggest mistakes that I see homeowners make, and I don't want you guys to make those. So our August homeowner update is all about what to avoid to protect yourself. If you're new to the channel, I'm a mortgage lender. My team can help you everywhere in America. We will always give you the real deal. Does it make sense to refi? Does it make sense to buy another house? How do you buy another house when you already have a house? Give us a call, 786-933-2077. The biggest mistake that I see homeowners make is they trust blindly. Do not trust anything that you get in the mail, text messages, or phone calls, emails that you get about your mortgage. There's two big things to watch out for. Number one, phishing scams. Phishing scams, I'm sure you've heard of them, right? Like all the time, banks are being hit with them. I get an email every single day, and it can be like, it will look like it's from Bank of America, and it will be like an alert on your account. Hey, Jennifer, blah, 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 blah. And it looks super official. They've got the Bank of America logo. It's only when I click on the address that it's like 123 ha 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 at gmail.com, right? It's somebody phishing for information. And we see that in the loan world too. So if you ever get an email and let's say it says, Rate Inc., important notice about your mortgage. We need you to log in and verify information immediately. You call me. You call me. You say, Jen, I just got this weird email. Does this make sense? Because I'll be like, no, click the bar. You'll click the bar, and instead of saying Rate Inc., it will be 123 ha 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 at gmail.com. So phishing scams are real, and the easiest way to figure it out with email is you're going to click on the name and it will show you who it's coming from. And look, if it's ever loan related and someone's asking to update information or to click here, and you're my client, please reach out to the team, 786-933-2077. Fraud is something that concerns me a lot, and I wanna make sure you guys are protected. Okay, what else? The mail and your phone. So what happens is once you're a homeowner, it becomes public record. It's actually really messed up. I don't think that your personal details in terms of your mortgage should be public record. If you want to be scared right now, it's a horror film. It's not just mortgages anymore. For the people who've watched me for years, you knew this was coming. Okay, go to homes.com, type in your address. And there are certain states where if you scroll all the way to the bottom, it's going to have the mortgage history. You can literally click on it and it will show your name, how much your mortgage was when you bought the house, who the loan officer was, the interest rate. I'm not kidding, guys. I am not kidding. It is like so creepy. And just so you guys know, I actually reached out to homes.com support. I got mine removed because I was like, this is too much. Like, I don't even think that people should know where you live unless you give them your address. I don't see why the public needs to know. Like, I don't need to know where my car guy lives, right? The guy who, I don't need to know where my mechanic lives. He doesn't need to know where I live. No one needs to know. But this stuff is public information. Well, guess what? Just as easily as you can go on homes.com and have a heart attack because you now see your mortgage if you're in one of those states, and your neighbors can too, and your friend oh no, guys, don't do it. I know what you're doing now. I know there's at least 6 of you that are like, oh, I will finally know what Betty Sue owes on that house. I knew she was overextended. What's her rate? Oh no, don't do that, guys. Don't do that. No. Anyways, but what happens is when you become a homeowner, this becomes public information. And there's companies that sell this information in huge lists. Yeah, the credit bureaus are involved again as well. But they sell this information. So all of a sudden you get mail that's like, looks like it's to you. And you see stuff, the one I see the most is I get clients calling, they're like, hey Jen, yeah, I want to take advantage of this VA benefit. Or Jen, I got your letter. Yeah, let's do that refi. And I'm like, I don't send letters. Okay, I don't send letters for a variety of reasons. Number one, any rate that's quoted on mail is garbage. Like, rates change every single day. Number two, the stuff that you get in the mail that looks really good and makes you want to call is deceptive. I'm not going to bait you. And number three, it's a terrible business model. Like, it makes no sense, right? You know, with my clients, it's much better if rates go down, I'm going to call or email or text because it's instant, right? I'm not going to like get a carrier pigeon to go tell you that rates went down, because by the time you get it, they could be up. That's the market we live in, volatility. Anyways, but there's all these companies where that's where they make their money. They make their money. They buy your information from these lists. So then it looks like, you know, they'll put RE guaranteed rate, you know, RE, and they'll have your current interest rate. They'll make up a fake file number, but it looks like it's from us. And look, they don't just do this to guaranteed rate. They do this to all companies. So whenever you guys get something in the mail that's telling you it's time to refi, even if it looks like your lender, don't call the number on it. Don't. Like, look, am I ever gonna have an 888 phone number? No, I'm not. But all of these are call centers where their whole job is to deceive you. It's really messed up. So watch out for that. The other thing is text messages. That's right. And this one's really interesting. It's called a I hope I get this right, a TCPA violation. Companies can't just text you without your permission. That's against the law. But there's a lot of sleazy trolls who try it anyways because they're like, what are they gonna do? Report me? There's some states where you can actually make money by reporting companies that violate TCPA. So make sure you check your state. And I'm seeing a lot of these where on the VA front, they're pretending that VA assigned them to you. Hey, John, VA has assigned me to refinance your loan to get you in a lower rate. They never use the term refinance though. They would say, VA has notified me that you're eligible for reduction. Call me back so I can save you the money VA wants me to. Or we're in a special program with VA. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. We see the same thing with conventional and FHA mortgages too, where they're like, hey, John, you qualify for $500 less a month now. Ugh. Guys, here's the thing. How are they getting those lower rates? Because people go, Jen, you're just mad. They've got lower rates than you. No. Did I say that I'm spicy in summer? I am. No, they don't have lower rates than me. What is going on is they're pitching refinances that have a lot of discount points. They're stripping your equity. And this is one of the biggest mistakes I see homeowners make is they go, oh, I need a lower payment. It's going to lower my payment $100. Perfect. But they're not reading the loan summary. They're not reading that to save $100, they're spending $12,000 in fees because it's not coming out of their pocket. Because the lender goes, oh, well, there's no money out of your pocket, John. We're just gonna save you that $100. Yeah, except your loan amount just went from $500 to $512. So really, are you saving $100? How long would it take to pay off? But they're not doing that. And you're like, don't they have to? No. Look, with a VA interest rate reduction loan you do, but every other loan, no. I mean, conventional, no. Like, best of luck, guys. It's like Game of Thrones out there. Like, get your weapons ready. So really watch out for that, because that's what I see that heartbreaks me the most is like, I'll call a client. This happened last year. And we had this 2-week window in October. I talk about it like lovingly. It's like this beautiful, so magical, guys. And I called a bunch of my clients. We did a bunch of refis, but I called some people. They're like, Jen, I refied 2 months ago. And I'm like, oh. And I know that when they refied, how much higher rates were and how much they had to pay to refinance to another lender. And I know that had they just waited, their house, they would have $5,000 or $10,000 more in equity. Right? That's the thing that these lenders don't talk to you about. They go, well, it's no cash out of your pocket and I can get you $10K now, John. I'm going to lower your payment $100 a month and I'm going to give you $10,000. And you're like, oh my gosh, this is great. But your loan amount just jumped. So really watch out for equity stripping. That's one of the biggest things I see. And the other thing I see is there's certain loan officers, I've seen it on YouTube, it really bothers me, where they're basically pitching a life of equity stripping. So their pitch is this: hey, you know what the rich do? The rich take money out of their house. That's right. If you've got equity, let's get out that money. We're going to give you that money. Go make it work for you. Right now, it's just sitting in your house doing nothing. Guys, it's all scam. It's all scam. It's just to get the lender a paycheck. Like, look, if rates were 2%, maybe. Rates where they are now? No. Don't take out money unless it's a dire emergency. Don't do it. Don't do it, especially if you have a lower rate than where the market is. Like, don't do it, right? But there's a lot of lenders that have built their whole business on preaching this wealth mentality, but it's all bullshit. It makes them wealthier, but it depletes your asset to the point where it's not even asset. It's just this giant debt that you live in. The goal with a house should be simple. You're gonna live there, you're gonna make your payment every month. When you have extra money, once you have a 6-month cushion, once you have no debt, once you're saving for your retirement as well, then you're gonna start paying additional principal. That's the way to do real estate, period, okay? So those are the biggest things I see. And then the other thing I see is like, look, if you ever get into financial trouble, you've got to be really careful out there. And I say that because there's so many scams where as soon as you go late on your mortgage, guess what? Your information is sold again. And then you get these people that are like, hey, like you're behind, but don't worry. I have a special program. I'll catch you up. I'm just gonna, have the house in my name, but you can still live here and then you can take the title back as soon as you're back on your feet. And you're like, oh my God, what a good Samaritan. They're stealing your house. They're stealing your house. Like there's so many foreclosure modification scams. If you guys ever get into trouble, what you wanna do immediately is reach out to your servicer. That is the #1 thing that you need to do. Any mail that comes to you that has a solution is a scam. I have yet to see in my 18 years as a lender any of this be legit. So really, really watch out. Those are a couple of the biggest things I see. Really, it's just falling for stuff, having your identity stolen, falling for stuff, having your equity stolen, and falling for stuff and having your house stolen from you. I mean, when you sum it up like that, those are pretty big things. Now, look, you may be like, oh God, that happened to me. I'm so dumb. All of these cons are so elaborate, guys, and they look so real, which is why I wanted to do this video. So if you're ever like, is it a con? Is it not a con? Whether you're my client or not, just reach out to my team. I literally, like 7 days a week, have someone who's available to talk to you guys and just give you like, yeah, that's legit, or no, watch out. Like we're here to make a difference. So feel free to reach out. 786-933-2077. If you've gotten anything where you're like, this is a con, send it. Like I like sharing this stuff so that other people can be protected. So even if you realized it was a con, send it over, shoot us a text of the picture. We'll never publish anything without like removing all of your personal info and your permission. But 786-933-2077. Thanks for watching.